welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie. I'm the Midwest Seller. Today is Wednesday, February the 10th, and I'm going to share with you items that I sold on eBay and Etsy the last 2 weeks of January 16th through the 31st of 2021. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm a reseller. I sell items on eBay and Etsy. So I like to pick things up at estate sales. Estate sales are my favorite. Thrift stores, charity shops, local liquidation companies. We have one here in Toledo. And I also like to source at grocery stores, drug stores. I like to hunt out the clearance items. And I am trying to build my consumables this year. I just did a video on consumables, so if you haven't seen that, you might want to check it out. I will link it up here. And I occasionally shop on shopgoodwill.com. I love going to the local St. Vincent de Paul. I find a lot of good items in that shop and the prices are really reasonable. I do pop into Goodwill and Salvation Army from time to time as well. And I will go to garage sales and yard sales when we do have those here in Ohio. Alright, so let's get started. I will put a photo of the item somewhere over here so you have a chance to see what the item looks like. And if there's anything relevant about the item that I want to share, I'll go ahead and share that as well. Okay, so let's get started with eBay. I only had one sale on Etsy, so we'll just jump right into eBay. The first item was an Anthropology ruffled denim skirt. This sold for $22 and that shipped off to Las Vegas, Nevada. I had a flat $4.99 that the buyer paid for shipping. Item number two was a book. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you already have seen this item probably if you saw it on my Instagram post. This was an item that I picked up for $1 at an estate sale, and it was mixed in with a bunch of children's books, even though it was collectible. And I got an offer of $100. I believe I had it out there for $140, so I was happy to take $100 for this. And it shipped up to Michigan, and the buyer paid $8 for priority shipping. I did not offer media mail on this, even though it was a book. I really wanted to use priority shipping on that and get that extra protection. So don't pass up the children's book section at estate sales and garage sales, because you definitely never know what you're gonna find. The book's title was Stories from Walt Disney. It was Fantasia 1940, and it was a hardcover book. It wasn't that big, but it definitely was collectible. I knew somebody would want this in their collection. Okay, so the next item was some yarn. I recently picked up at a Goodwill in Bowling Green, Ohio, and this was in a recent haul of mine. I will put that video up here as well if you want to check that out. That day I did not find much at the thrift stores, but I did find this. It was B-A-A-H, La Jolla Original Hand-Painted Yarn. 100% superwashed merino wool. It was very, very soft. $34.33, shipped off to Seattle, Washington, and shipping was $8 priority on this. And anytime I find yarn, I definitely take a closer look if it is natural fiber, merino wool, especially cotton, anything that's organic, very soft yarn, I will pick up. I try to stay away from the acrylic yarn. If it's something that maybe is real vintage and there's like a group of the same color, like maybe 10, I might go ahead and pick that up, but I definitely try to stick with the more natural fibers on my yarn. And the next item was a Bowden skirt. It was mint green denim, jean denim. I picked this up for, well, I averaged about $1 for this item. This was in one of my neighborhood closet buyouts that I started doing when the pandemic hit last year. I was offering to buy closets in my neighborhood. People would leave bags on my porch. I would go through them. I would pay out $1.75 a pound. And what I didn't want to use for myself, I would donate on their behalf, send them the money, and send them a receipt in the mail, and it was just wonderful. Sold for $12, and that shipped to Arizona. The buyer paid $5.99 for shipping. Okay, the next item was a Holden woven beanie hat. The offer was $14 and a penny, and shipped off to Oregon. The buyer paid $5.99 for shipping. All right, the next item was a pair of denim jeans. Eddie Bauer, slightly curvy, high-rise, slim straight. These sold for $18.90, and they shipped off to Georgia. And the buyer paid $8 for priority shipping. The next item was a top that I've had for a long time. It was Antilia Femme boho top. It was like a military green color, just sold for $12, shipped off to North Carolina, and the buyer paid flat $5.99 for shipping. It was real lightweight, went first class. And the next item was a 1989 vintage pretty punch embroidery. This was a butterfly design, and it was floral, and it was a transfer, craft transfer pattern. So I sold this just for $6, shipped to Maine. The buyer paid $2.90 for shipping. I got this at an estate sale just down the road from me. There was a room in the back, and it was just a massive amount of stuff in this room. You almost couldn't walk through this room. And I saw a big clear tub. So I went over there and looked through it, and it had all kinds of embroidery thread that was just all knotted up and messy and just disorganized, and it had patterns and all kinds of craft stuff just overflowing, and it was just an absolute nightmare. So it was one of those flapping containers. So I shut it, took it to the front, and I said, you know, this is kind of a mess to go through. How much would you take for the whole thing without me going through everything? And they said, how about $5? So I said, sure. The container alone I could use, definitely their cost more than $5. So I went ahead and took all that, dumped it all out, went through it all, organized it all, and I had more than probably 200 sealed embroidery kits and craft things. So anyway, I still have a lot of it to get listed, but I know those sell really well. I did not get much for this one, but some of those vintage embroidery kits really go for good money. Alright, so the next item was a ski headband. It was 1986. The Turtles top was the brand. It was a ski headband, and it was really, really cute. It was aqua blue. The inside was very, very soft. The day that this sold, I was going to actually remove the listing and keep it for myself. So I'm glad it sold. I shipped it to North Carolina. The buyer was really happy. Sold it for $20, and this she paid $3.99 for shipping. I forgot where I picked that up. It's been in my shop for a while. I do want to say it was $1 or 50 cents. I definitely know it was not more than $1. All right, the next item was a Gap Women's Perfect Boot high-rise jeans, and they sold for $17.95, shipped off to Illinois. The buyer paid $10.10 to ship. The next item I found in one of those little parts of the thrift stores that they have the buckets and buckets of just all kinds of little miscellaneous items. This was a Kuhn, K-U-H-N, Recon Swiss design, dual peeler, serrated and straight edge. So the little plastic piece would flip back and forth, and you had two different blades on there. I sold this for just $6 and shipped off to Connecticut. The buyer paid $3.99 for shipping. Okay, the next item was a vintage Yukago rooster pottery ceramic painted basket. It was marked made in Japan, and this sold for $21.99, shipped to Colorado. The buyer paid $8 for shipping on this. I was out a little bit on shipping because I really wanted to pack it well, and it was a little bit bigger than what I expected. So I really bubble wrapped it well, wrapped it in cardboard and also some really heavy paper. I didn't double box it, but I did make sure it was real secure and packed really well. And I think I was out $2 on the shipping because it cost like $10 to ship. The Yukago stands for United China and Glass Company. So they had two locations. One was in, I believe, New Orleans, and one was in New York. And even though this says made in Japan, these were imported. So this company, the Yukago, purchased imported items from Japan. So if you ever see Yukago and you don't know what it is, that's what it is. It's United China and Glass Company. All right. Okay, so the next item I believe I also put on my Instagram as just a little post. This was one of my consumables, Burt's Bees Salted Caramel Moisturizing Lip Balm, limited edition. I sold a quantity of 4 for $35.96. I bought these for $1.79 each, and the buyer paid $21.25 for shipping to Alberta, Canada. So she paid over $50 for 4 lip balms. Anytime I see limited edition, I will take a closer look if it's clearance, and I knew this one would be good because that salted caramel is probably a holiday type thing and it may not come back next year. So if that's somebody's favorite, they are willing to pay for that. Okay, so the next item I sold was a plush. I wanted to go ahead and try the shopgoodwill.com blue box, the plush. It was $20, $19.99 for a 5-pound box of plush, and I thought that might be fun, something different. I do usually pick up my plush at St. Vincent de Paul because it's usually just 50 cents a plush, and they never really check it. I bought a couple of Build-A-Bears there recently for 50 cents. One was, I need to get listed because it's the strawberry smelling one, and I always wash my plush really well. I wash it in the washing machine. I put them in pillowcases and I wash them on gentle with a light laundry soap, and then if it's something that is new with tags, I will use my steamer and steam it really well and let it kind of fluff it up and air dry it, so it's nicely sanitized. But I got this Shopkins new Cheeky Chocolate 7-inch plush was in there. I sold it for $12. The buyer paid $18.25 shipping, and it shipped to Brunswick, Victoria, Australia. So all the way down under to Australia. So that was fun. I really enjoy selling internationally. And I've got some more plush to get up there. Okay, the next item was a Rolodex, an old school Rolodex. It's the paper kind with the index card holder. This was a small one, and I know when I bought this it did not have a crack, so I'm pretty sure I was the one who cracked it when I put it into my car. So I just put it on auction for $2.99. It only got one bid, and it shipped off to Maine. He paid $4.90 for shipping, but he was real happy with it. In fact, he sent me a message saying he couldn't even notice the crack. So that was not really a money maker at all, but made somebody happy. All right. Had I not cracked it, I probably could have got 10 to 12 bucks for it. Okay, so the next item was a wedding gown. I put this on auction because I wanted to get rid of it. I bought this for $4, and I just put a starting bid of $9.99. I was happy to let it go for that. I knew I might only get one bid, but it took up a lot of space in the closet, and I just wanted to get it gone. I won't buy wedding gowns again, but this was a Jordan Bridal plus size 20 black wedding dress. I used the keyword sophisticate, mystery, gothic, elegant. She paid $20 to ship it to Florida, and I packed it up real nice in a box with some plastic, a big plastic bag, and had some tissue paper in there, and she was real happy about that. She was real pleased to get such a good deal, and I was happy to ship it off to her. The next item was Ratchet and Clank Greatest Hits, a PS2 PlayStation 2 game. It had no manual. This was something that we just had in our house. $12, shipped to Missouri, $2.89 media mail to ship. So the total on eBay I sold was $358.12. That was 17 items. So my average selling price was $21.06. And on Etsy I had one sale. I sold these woven straw rattan textile placemats. They were green from around the 1970 era, and they were indoor-outdoor. They were a pretty nice size, 12.5 by 18 inches. These were a set of 5, and they sold for $34.97. Went to Santa Fe, New Mexico. These I picked up at St. Vincent de Paul, and I want to say they were 50 cents a piece, or $2 for all 5, something like that. So my total combined with eBay and Etsy was $393.09, with my average selling price $21.83. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. Leave a comment down below. And I wish you would hit the bell so you'd be notified when I put out other videos. It really helps my channel, and it helps support my channel. And makes me happy. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Come back and see me in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.